Hello, how's it going? My name is David, and yeah, thank you so much for submitting your website. And let's dive right into it. So, free landing page audits. What's gonna happen within the next 8 to 10 minutes? We'll just walk through your website and we'll talk ideas how to make your landing page work better, look better. You know the drill. Classic landing page reviews. So, taxnexuscheck.com. Find out where you owe sales tax before it becomes a problem. Okay, so 3 seconds. Okay. I pretty much talk about these 3 seconds in almost in every video. And let me just set this up so it works. Okay. 3 seconds. In those 3 seconds, people need to be able to tell what the product is about, what problems it solves. Okay. Who is this for? So the ICP, which probably I think you do not have problem with. And then what should they do next? And I believe the what should they do next is the biggest problem right here. And let me tell you why. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. The attention here, it's really hard to focus on what truly matters, especially the bottom part. One, two, three different buttons, three different call to actions. So, me, if I want to start using your service, like what should I click on? Why this button is outlined, why this button is sort of fading, and why this button is big, chunky, glowing one. If you have a product that has, and we can talk about this on Reddit, by the way, but if you have a product that has one specific solution to one specific problem, there should be one big button right in the middle or two buttons at maximum. Never, ever do three. Okay, never, ever do three. You can, if you want, you can have, if this is some sort of a contact form, let's see, if I close this, yeah, we should fix that. Okay, so I just opened a new tab and there's this is this is this a sale, $49? If it's the same amount of money, I wouldn't even bother with having this pop-up. Pop-ups are usually really bad from the UX perspective. People are like, ah, I hate pop-ups. They click on it. You can read more about pop-ups on the internet, but overall they are not good. So if this is a contact form, you can just grab that, have that on in your footer, which you don't have. So if this is an important contact form for you, just have that right here. By the way, there is a bug. You don't have the testimonials there, which is, by the way, good thing to have testimonials right next to your contact form. But I would Oh, so this is a testimonial for I wouldn't do that. I would just grab this if this is important to you and have it right here at the bottom, because right now, usually in the footer, in the lowest part of the footer or lowest part of the landing page, you have some specific call to actions, contact forms, calendars that are really connected to the actual experience, that are connected to the actual problem. Right now, you're just fishing for reviews, which isn't ideal. Okay, so you would need, if you want reviews, if you want to gather reviews, you should probably collect emails of your customers, and then after a while you should contact them or message them, call them if you have personal connection with them, and ask them for the review. Never ask for a review like in your footer. Okay, then back to your hero section. So get connected with CPA should be part of your nav bar. This is also something we'll about to discuss after we finish the hero section. Then you can have this big chunky button, get your persona nexus analysis, and maybe render free nexus check. Depends on how important that is for people. Like what is the actual decision tree. So this is sales tax nexus checker. I would get that if that's important to you. I would get that and put that right underneath. So then you would have one big button that says for $49 you can get that. Really like the fact that you have $49 right here. It's really upfront, and then the free Nexus just can be right just under it. So when people visit it, they see the big button and they see immediately the free version of it. Just I would say it's better. I would also fix the how do you call it, accessibility, because right now the text is really hard to read. I love this idea though, so I would, if I were you, I would try to make all of these the same. So icon with number and text, and have more of these. Shoop. So I think three is more than enough. Always use number, and then you can have the icon with the text, and it will look much cleaner. Okay, so right now you have pretty much like two different types of on these benefits, let's say, and it's a pity. Okay, so that's the hero section. Then this part right here. I get it that there is a lot of different parts of it, and like the rule of thumb should be that all of the most important part, like ideally you don't want to do hamburger, this is what we call it, this is a hamburger menu. We don't want to do hamburger menu on desktop. Okay, so ideally you should have all of those parts here, and then if there is like more pages within each parent page, then add these little drop downs. Okay, you have tools, so you can have a title tools with a drop down, plans, pricing, team plan, get CPA, find CPA, get CPA, help find CPA, APA access, API access. These are also planned. We should simplify. Okay, so right now there's like a lot of pages, and overall um the decision tree for your customers, for your viewers, is really large. So try to really simplify it. It looks like it's been wipe coded, so try to ask AI how we can simplify our navbar to really be more specific. Maybe there is a way how you can combine all of those pricing pages into a one large pricing page if the product is really that hard to price. Maybe there is a way how you can simplify. Okay, simplify. That's the main word right now. So you need to think of ways how you can put it all together. Okay, if you struggle with it, if you don't have idea, I also notice that the logo changes. So are these different products totally? Like the logo shouldn't change if I'm on the same website. It says textnexuscheck.com API access, and now we say Nexus Pilot, and right here it says embed Nexus Intelligent. So shouldn't it be embed Nexus Pilot then if this says Nexus Pilot? Yeah, it seems like there's like a lot of inconsistencies, which lead to sections that are text heavy. So text heavy because you need to explain like every single thing that is connected to the product. So I did a simplify, try to make those pages, it try to merge them into one. Definitely resources can be on its own because these resources are different, but pricing should be different. Like if I look at it and I see plans and I see pricing, team plan, CPA, annual plan, API access, white label, I'm like, oh, there's a shit ton of different things. Like what should I actually pick? What is the difference between pricing and team plan? What if I already have a team? So does it mean I need to click on team plan or pricing? Should these two be together combined? You have plans and pricing, and then all of a sudden you have different color and multi-style visibility for the entire HR team. So why it's not here? And if it's here, then it's I cannot find it. And here you have get CPA help for CPAs get listed, which I believe is part of the nav bar. We can definitely talk more in depth on Reddit probably, or we can also jump on a call if you want. I'm more than happy to help you out with it again for free. But this needs simplification, man. This is too messy. And then you have all of these different tools, which I suppose are individual landing pages, which is fine, I believe. So yeah, simplicity. Okay, simplicity. I know it's hard to focus on simplicity. Like, what does it even mean? It's very subjective. But overall, simplicity means less less decisions. Okay, me as a user, me as a visitor on your website, I shouldn't you shouldn't want me to make a lot of decisions. It should be pretty straightforward. Okay, if it's not straightforward, I'll get lost. You have, as we said, 3 to 5 seconds. So within 3 to 5 seconds, people should be able to tell what you actually do. Right now, there's like a lot of different things, so it should be really simplified. Maybe also add some photos to it. You know, uh, it's slightly different for these like corporate quote unquote types when you deal with taxes and stuff. So maybe some like big background photo. You can keep the text there, and then at the very bottom of it, you can have like a grid that guides users into different products or different pages. So you have a background photo. About on that background photo, you have the text with buttons and everything. And right here you can have click for product number one, clicked for number two. I'm making those different colors on purpose because each color should be associated with a different product. But I've run out of colors. I have only four. But you get the idea, right? Because then if users visit it, you will give them like this you will give them this simple nav bar at the very bottom with these different grids, and each grid is associated with different product you have. Because right now, and it should be really simple. Okay, it should be really simple, less text, more action. It's not it. This is a features. This is again features for CPAs. The problem is that they all look the same. Okay, so I'm looking at these, and they visually look all the same. So it's really hard for me to like distinguish between those two. You only do color, but you should do also different images. You can use some photos. Just look at Unsplash or any other free libraries of photos and try to implement those. Because if you don't implement those, the difference is only color, but the layout is actually the same. So it's really hard for me to like start visually like seeing the difference. Okay, and these are the free tools, which can be part of the top hero section, what we just discussed. Okay, the row with the multiple grids with the multiple buttons. Overall, um, text heavy that needs more simplicity. If you need help with more simplicity, you can definitely message me. It's always hard with these taxes, accounting, CPA related tools because you know the corporate stuff. I don't want to say corporate, but analytics and data. So yeah, overall, I think uh, we discussed the most important part, and that there is definitely the hero section. Okay, really focus on the problems. Give them one big call to action in the middle. At the bottom, you can have the strip with all of those different products that you offer, and definitely simplify the pricing page because that's where you get your money out from, which is obvious. But right now there's like a lot of different decisions, so I would just have one pricing page, and maybe in that pricing page you can have different links to different pages. So yeah, I hope it makes sense. I'll upload this video into YouTube and message you right after it's uploaded. And pretty much what we discussed should be highlighted also in this blog post. So I just published this. It's from the past few days. I reviewed over 30 of these websites from the subreddit. So you can just go through it, and it should have some actionable tips and tricks. You should also see like what to do, what not to do. At the very bottom, you have also before and after, which is great, and then some FAQs. So yeah, you can go through it, and yeah, if you liked it, you can also recommend it to your friends. If you have anyone within your circles who is building something, these reviews are still for free. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.